But again, this is what's important. But again, this is what's important.
What up? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Just had to mic check. Mic check. Appreciate you guys rocking and hanging with us. Another edition of the Brothers of Legacy. Thank you for hanging with us. I know we was off yesterday. Had some technical difficulties. My computer decided to want to trip out. So I said, you know what? It's time to take a break. Blessings. Thank you for sharing. Lisa in the building. Great morning to you. So I appreciate you guys being here, rocking with us. Rocking, don't stop it. So make sure you share. Sharing is caring. We're going to have an awesome conversation, even though I got so much going in my head with so many different topics. But I'm trying to stay focused on this one today. So let's get it. Let's do that. So what changes do you feel need to happen in our community? And we're going to discuss how can we get there. So that is the crux of the situation today. I have my brother E in the building. Prayerfully, Pastor will be here in a moment. Let's do this. Blickety splow. So make sure you share. Make sure you are connecting with others, tagging. Let everybody know that the Brothers of Legacy are in the building. And make sure you, like I said, share, tag. You know what to do. You know how to share. Text. If you're getting the text, if you're part of our text service, the text LWN to E4576, make sure you share that as well. All right, let's do this. Spliggity splow. Also, make sure you're checking out the podcast. Bam, bam. Here we go. And here you go. What changes do you feel need to happen now? Or how can we get there? What's our barriers? I also asked this question in a group chat, a Facebook group, a little different. And I'm going to read some of the answers there. It's very interesting. And we're going to discuss that as well. All right. So this is going to be an amazing show as always. Like I said, make sure you share. Sharing is caring. Let everybody know that the brothers are in the building. We're going to have an awesome conversation as always. So without further ado, we're going to go ahead and kick this off. Like I said, this is your opportunity to share. It's going to be a good conversation. I'm telling you guys, brothers is trying to make a move in the community, be a part, get others a part. Let's all work this together. All right. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. And welcome to another edition of the Brothers of Legacy. There we go. Bam. What up, E?
What's up, bro?
Oh man, I don't have my headphones on. Hold on. I felt naked this morning. Like, what is going on? Why do I feel different? All right, let's do this. And Ladies. All right. All right. So I think I'm not liking streaming. I just too. I guess I'm probably flowing still, but so I appreciate you guys rocking again. Welcome to the edition of Brothers of Legacy, where we don't stand out, we stand up. We're talking about all things that are happening within our community and how we can make a difference, make change, uh, make change. Sam said, "What up, E?"
What it
In the
do?
building. Good morning, Miss Yvonne, and everyone else. Make sure you share my podcast, people. I appreciate you guys rocking and hanging with us. Good morning, Miss Deborah. Thank you for rocking and being with us. All right. So, like I said, today we are discussing what changes do you feel need to happen in our community. Um, so, before I get E's opinion, as I'm sure he has a list. Hey, Mama Corey, great morning to you. Oh, let me see. Hold on, let me pull this up. Let's go here. Nope, not that. Here we go. So yeah, we're gonna, like I said, we're gonna discuss all things. So for you, like, what is like one of the number one things that you feel need to change in our community, or access, or what is one of number one thing that you feel like may be something that we don't have access to, something that we need to change, and it could be either something external or internal, something that needs to come from within or something that needs to come from without.
That's that's bro, you boxing me. You know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
it's so we're in such need
Right.
that it's kind of hard to choose. You know me, I do usually go straight to the money.
Right.
Money makes the world go round. You know,
Yes,
money
indeed.
has no owners, it just has spenders.
Yes.
So if I could just merge the two, money / resources, because most likely when you're trying to get a resource, it's gonna cost some money, right?
Right.
You get it. Let's say you got some trees that are damaging some sidewalks on a certain block of your neighborhood, and the roots are growing up and it's doing what it does. And they create an AD grant that lets you cut down trees. It's still gonna come down to money, because the people who are gonna cut down those trees, they're gonna need money. So if we could just merge money and resources, that's what we need. We need to flood the hood with resources. Now, there's a people aspect of this thing that I hope we get to later on today, about coming back to the hood. About coming back and doing something in the hood and bouncing. You don't got to even stay in the hood, but just about investing back in presence as well. You know what I'm saying? I hope we get there.
Yeah, we could definitely cover that.
But in your question, bro, it's the money, man. It's the resource that gets the ball rolling. That gets things happening.
So, like I said, I put the question out in a Facebook group.
What Facebook said, bro? What Meta said?
All right, what Meta said. So, all right. So these are some of them. One lady said access to healthy foods. Is that us, or is that just the lack of businesses coming into our neighborhoods?
That's a tough one, bro. We might both own that one.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Let's see.
That's a good one, though.
Someone said our own businesses. Another said infrastructure, kind of what you spoke of on, fixing the sidewalks and things like that. Somebody said unity. Spreading of wealth. Spreading of wealth.
Did they say more?
No, that's all they said. Maybe I'll ask for some emphasis on that. Let's say control of businesses and what businesses are in our community.
Now you're talking.
Representation, political, and healthy foods.
Political representation.
Yeah, political representation. I think we get it. We just don't get the right ones. Like they looking like us. We can't say we're not getting those that don't look like us, but we're just not getting the right ones. Let's see. Black banking options, black-owned grocery stores, hospitals.
Nah, but they own something.
Yeah.
Like, okay, bro. Nah, finish your list. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead. We can.
Like, if you had certain businesses in the hood,
right,
it would make us self-sufficient.
Right.
If we had and y'all help me out there, Mama Corey. Y'all, you're an educator. Y'all know better than me. But just saying, if you had a hospital,
Right.
you had this black owned. We talking. You had a bank
Right.
and a grocery store. Black owned bank, hospital, grocery store. I think you can stay in your hood. Not saying you got to. And once again, I hope that's not how this. I hope this don't come out that way.
Right.
It is not wrong
Right.
for you to go down to Aventura, where I'm in Georgia, not to go down to Alpharetta and spend money.
Right.
That's not just that ain't no sin. I ain't supposed to look at you funny like I dare you. Like no, what I'm saying is if certain structures were in the neighborhood,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? If you can get what you need from the neighborhood,
Right.
you know, it would sustain itself. Like if you want certain snacks, chips, hot Fritos, or you want Master P on the outside of your bag of chips, you know where you got to go to get that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's the same thing. Like you're gonna nobody's gonna go to St. John's or Johns Creek out here in Georgia looking for soul food. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not where you most likely gonna find. And if you do find, you might just feel it might not be the best. So I'm just saying, like, plant the things in the hood that can keep the people in the hood, you know?
Right.
Because if the hood lacks, people got to go and get it where they can get it. If there's no jobs, you got to go where you got to go, right?
Well, yeah, that's true. I mean, I understand definitely the jobs. I think it's just shopping locally, though. You know, we just need to try to be more intentional about shopping locally.
If it's
shopping
available.
black matters, but shopping locally, like I know my man down the block may not look like me, but my money that I put there helps take care of the taxes here, you know, in my community, you know, because he has to pay sales tax or whatever tax, you know, that helps towards my community. So I think that is definitely a big one. Because if we flooded some of these local spots, you know, the inventory grows, their revenue grows, they have to build a bigger building, maybe fix the parking lot, you know, like there's more push for them to fix their infrastructure, you know, if their business begins to grow. I don't want to gloss over Roger Sims' comment. He said people need to accept Jesus Christ as Lord and Savior. That's the only way to change their hearts. You can make laws and keep throwing people in jail, but it'll never solve the problem. I feel what you're saying. There's another level to that because we know a lot of saved folk, you know, a lot. Yeah. But there's an attitude and a walk that needs to take place as well. All right, Sam says, and just for a note, everyone on this program, yeah, everyone that comes on here is saved, sanctified, and Holy Ghost filled. So Sam says, sense of family or connectivity right now, we would rather tape our neighbor being victimized than stand up for them. Yeah. That's a big one. That's a big one.
That's what I was leading earlier. It's a people. When it comes down to it, it's going to be a people part of this thing too.
Indeed. Let's see what else. Someone says financial education is grossly lacking in our community. If we don't increase our financial education individually and with our families, we will never reach our economic potential in our communities.
Absolutely.
Indeed. Another person says financial education. Someone says cooperation, going with the unity factor. It's a good one. Policing in our own community. Criminals take advantage of the fact our people don't trust cops. Ooh, that's a good one.
Say that again.
Said policing in our community. Criminals take advantage of the fact our people don't trust cops.
Criminals take advantage.
Come on, brother. Let's go.
Criminals take advantage of opportunity. Period. First of all,
right? Indeed, yes, indeed.
So you know, I've seen people steal didn't wake up planning to steal. It's like, wait a minute, is that bike not on a chain? Like, I've seen people steal.
You telling on yourself,
bro? I'm just saying that it's been opportunities. You feel me?
Right.
Right. So, but something to that effect that makes me think this though. How about we take a step further? How about the police who police us and enforce law in our neighborhoods? How about, hate to say required, but how about there be some type of recommendation that they come from that neighborhood?
Right.
Imagine policing imagine working in the fire department, protecting fires in the same neighborhood you live in,
Right.
where your house is. You know what I'm saying? Where, you know, so where your kids go to school,
Right.
there'll be like a different kind of vested interest.
Right. I got you. That's true. I mean, I do understand that factor. The when someone, you know, if I'm police and something's happening in my neighborhood, I'm more
Yeah,
likely to protect it a different way. And then I
yeah,
think, and this happened historically, you know, with people knowing who's in it. I think the police knowing the neighborhood, even if they don't live there, but
yeah.
knowing the neighborhood,
Yep.
you know, like let's keep it real. Like Ray Ray, he steal,
Yeah.
but someone's like, I think Ray Ray hurt somebody. Like Ray, that's not Ray Ray's character. You know, like
You can vouch for him.
right,
Like imagine Ray Ray stealing, and then the police say, "I'm not supposed to chase him. I literally know where Ray lives."
right.
You know what I'm saying? Like there's
Right.
huge advantage.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like and some of this stuff. That's why I say I'm being very careful not to say required or forced.
Right.
You have to live where you feel comfortable. You
Yeah.
have, you know, there's relationships that you build.
Definitely.
You know, situations. You know, what if you met your husband? He already got a house somewhere. You know, it's all kind of things. But I'm saying, in the ideal world, if some of these things exist, the whole point is this: that we as a people, with our money and time, aren't often. I'm making this general as possible. Often vested in the hood, and we call it the hood, but I'm saying our neighborhoods, the neighborhoods we come from. You know what I'm saying? So like, if you had some skin in the game,
Right.
you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Ray, you got to stop breaking into people's houses because
Right.
that's 3 houses down from mine. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I mean, and Sam, I hear you on that. She said, but why does the neighborhood know Ray Ray steal? And are we okay with that? That's a problem as well. Indeed.
Yeah.
Indeed.
You know, Ray smoke a little crack. You know, he's trying to get it right.
Right.
You know, but we
you
know,
like so then we go into the, you know, like I know who stole it. We tell. You know,
yeah.
we have to well, not do we, but I think the snitching culture, you know, like the culture of no snitching, you know, because granted, I know like a lot of times people don't want folks getting locked up, but they committed a crime and they're going to continue, you know, maybe they need to the neighborhood needs to stop protecting them, you know, and then and tell what's happening, because we know a lot of abuse has happened and people don't say things, you know, because they don't want folks going to jail. But this person's a predator. This person,
he violating the law. We holding him down, but he's not holding us down.
Right.
Right. Like I don't want to get into the snitching thing, but this is what I'm saying.
Come on, this is what I'm saying, man.
This is what I'm saying with the snitching. All right. The worst violators of snitching. Okay.
Right.
AD, you and I sit down on this live broadcast and come up with our plan to steal something. All right.
Right. Okay.
So we do that. And then we go, and then you know, you get paid, I get paid. It happens, everything goes. And then they come up to you because you bought Sam that expensive jewelry 2 days after we stole everything. And now they were saying, oh, well, we'll let you just do 2 years if you just tell us who the other guy was.
See that? Okay, I got
That's you. That's a problem, bro. Like you breaking a little trust here, you know. But
it's different.
Somebody came and let loose something in the neighborhood, and some little girl got hurt. You know what I'm saying? And somebody might have some information. No, you know, we need to know that. Yes. You know what I'm saying? That's just a violation of the area.
Yeah.
Somebody being reckless, you know, there's some justice. You know what I'm saying? It's like you're not gonna hold down the little girl and her mother and her family.
Right.
You're gonna protect the buddy who shot him. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
In the name of protecting the code. Like it's twisted. But
no, I get
you in
that
the mafia, you committing crimes with me, bro.
Right.
Like,
then I turn state's evidence.
That's a different kind of snitch right there, man. I'm telling you. I'm telling you.
I get it. I'm with you on that. We gotta clarify that.
Yeah. Stop doing that.
Oh man, I'm not the only one going down. Everybody going down.
Everybody. Officer, who you want? Where's your pen and paper at? Like,
I'm gonna tell you, man. For the last 10 years, I'm gonna tell you what's going down in this neighborhood.
Like, just unnecessary information, sir. Right. We made our case. No, right. I got more. I got more. I want.
I got more.
Yeah.
Think that's a
So-
bodega over there? Oh no.
No,
No, it's
sir.
not.
Crystal meth.
All right,
So,
but yeah. So all right, so we talk about what changes we feel we need to happen in the community. All right, so the people component, right?
yeah,
And
big part.
and what is our responsibility to building our community? What do you feel like we need to do to build our community up?
Well, I'm interested to see what would happen with us when opportunities come. I'm
Okay.
interested to see how much drugs we have to sell if we have jobs. Jobs we
Right.
can get, jobs we can afford. If you
Right.
go to the hood and you got, what's up, Rich? If you go to
What's
the
up,
hood and you got 10 guys and 7 of them got a felony, the
Mm,
chances that they're gonna become the CEO of Microsoft are like very slim. I'm not gonna say
Gotcha.
nothing's impossible, right?
right,
But
right,
it's
right.
not high. So
I got you. Hey, Rich.
they can't even vote, right? So
Right.
so it's like
In
you
some
can't
states.
even. There's some states where you can vote with a felony.
Mhm.
Shout out to
We can.
those states. Let's
Yeah,
let's
it's
bring
not every
them
state.
up. I didn't know that.
I'm gonna dig in. In fact, you know what? I'm gonna dig in and let y'all
Yeah,
know.
man.
There,
Yeah,
there are
let's
some
do
states
that.
that you can.
Because now I don't want you to move to the hood. I want you to move to whatever state that is.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because
Right.
you should be able to vote.
Right.
So I just think it's it has to be. I'm curious to see what happens
Right.
when opportunity comes. So, let's see that, and then we'll see a change and a transformation.
Right.
Okay.
So, but I think, I think it's just creating a space where you're attracting industry to build businesses that create opportunities. I think sometimes, of course, businesses go to the places that are most attractive, that offer the most. And granted, unfortunately, if it's too big of a business, it turns a neighborhood, it gentrifies the neighborhood, because if you a Google or Amazon in the neighborhood or with stores and things of that nature, Starbucks are nice, but it begins to change the culture of a neighborhood. And I think that's the one thing we need to be protecting of, and watching how we grow and how we build, and those that create businesses stay in the neighborhood. So that is definitely key. No problem. So yeah, so like I said, some of the changes that we need to make in our neighborhoods, honestly, because it used to be, you used to think, man, if we just get the big businesses, we get folks investing into the neighborhood, that'll help, that'll change. It does, but unfortunately, what happens with a specific kind of growth, brings in new neighbors, raises property, and those that are renting or leasing, can't get priced out, and now you lose the original people in the neighborhood and who we thought we were trying to help. Just like the infrastructure bill, where the low income, they get certain grants and things of that nature. Sounds great, but unfortunately, with that structure, it prices out those that live there. Now granted, if they own homes and things of that nature, all is wonderful because my property value goes up quick. Let's see. Richard says, when opportunities rock up, snap them up because you understand it and know how to take advantage. Yeah, and others pass them up because of lack of vision. Indeed. But yeah, it's how do we structure opportunity into our neighborhoods where the people that live there don't get priced out. I think that, because if we can keep our people in the neighborhood, we can raise their standard of living, raise their mindset, and they can see better. I know, and I hear you. I like it, but I always think about the owner when it comes to that. Like in New York, they have, like, when they build certain buildings, I guess in certain areas, they have to set aside a certain amount of apartments that are rent controlled. So while everybody's paying $3,000, you have an apartment that's paying $800. Like, it's got to stay. Right. Progress does not always have to be a bad thing. I think it just has to be strategically done. Because like I said, the idea of dumping money into a neighborhood, boom, here you go, tax break, Costco, everybody, tax break, come on in. And it's great. You know, if I'm the mayor, like boom, look at it, I'm taking it to the next level. But the people that have been there, like always, they get priced out. You know, and then of course sometimes property taxes start going up because of the area and compensating for the businesses that are not paying any taxes, of course, because that's how I attracted them into the neighborhood. Now, you know, like I said, my house, which was 100, is now worth 300, which is great, but taxes go up. I'm moving out, so now we got other people moving in. So the whole dynamic of this area changes, and when that happens, now we're back to the same situation because everybody struggling in their neighborhood now moves to another neighborhood. You know, so it's like the cycle continues. So how do we build our neighborhoods? How do we build our neighborhoods and keep the people, keep the culture?
Bro, there's gonna be an expectation on the people as well. Like
Right.
when you get these businesses, I'm all for the money. I do feel you need to just dump it in the hood, but yes, there needs to be some accountability. But like it needs to be on people when we get these businesses, when we get these people in here, when we get AD's grocery shop, then we need you to patronize these businesses, keep us in business. You know, there's a lot of money in the black community. The black dollar, if you will. We spend a lot. So if we slightly shifted some of this money to these places, you know, we'd be good. And then also, it doesn't have to be the physical location of the hood. And what I mean is, if I'm from the hood, right, but I got a concession business, you know, I sell America's best hot dogs.
Right.
Let me into State Farm. Let me into Soldier Field. You know, let me in where the big monster at. And let me into the Yankee Stadium. Let me do all this stuff, right?
Okay.
So let me get as a concessionaire, let me get a space in some of these high traffic institutions. You know what I'm saying? You know, so you're gonna have to pay that $3.
Listen. I mean, so that's the struggle too, Sam. I mean, I can't buy the level of bulk that I won't even say Walmart, but Publix or even Joe's grocery store. You know, like he has 2 or 3 grocery stores. You know, he can buy 22 pallets. I can buy maybe 2.
If you saw what these companies spent, like the money they waste just on damaged product,
right,
be killing people budgets.
Right.
Like, you gonna pay that $3.
Right.
You know, and bring your own bag. You feel me? We ain't got time.
You know that's right. I'm like Aldi's. You better bring your own bag. Oh, so Sam also said, build up the people first.
I don't know if you can do that first.
Yeah, I think having space to educate is definitely needed. I think that's the one thing lacking in the community first.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I feel okay. All right. And maybe we different with the build up. But okay, I agree with Sam that maybe there's conversation. There's no doubt there's conversation that needs to happen. Because you can't just go in there fixing, because what's happening in one hood is not happening in every hood.
Right.
So let me go in there, have a conversation and see where you're struggling at, see where you need to be supported. And then quickly after that conversation, flood you with money. Because I'm telling you, I don't know what your problem is, but I bet I got something that can fix it. I'm telling you right now, you tell me there's too much graffiti, there's too much gang activity, there's the food desert, you know, there's no gas station, there's no black-owned businesses in the 2-mile radius, whatever your thing is.
Right.
Let me hear from you first. Yes, there needs to be conversation, town hall meetings, you know. So if you mean build the people up in that way, I totally agree. Build them up by listening to them, be an active ear. But I'm telling you, when you're done with that conversation, somebody gonna need money. Somebody gonna need resources. Somebody gonna need, how can I get AD hooked up to some distributor so he don't gotta charge $3 for bread? You might just need a hookup and a connection, but it's gonna need something tangible when we're done with that conversation. So you can build up first. You can have conversations. You can have town hall meetings. But the next day, and I'm not trying to make light of the people, but I'm saying I know what the people already stand in need of, and I ain't even in that hood. It's going to be something tangible.
I got you. And Sam makes a good point as well. She says that's the part of the problem. Everybody feels money is the answer, so they try to attain it by any means necessary. You're right. the
Yeah.
do what I got to do
Yeah.
mentality, which
Yeah.
kind of lands us in this space. I think I believe in the town hall, the conversations, but monetary help in a specified manner. So
All right.
instead of just like handing out checks, finding out like what's the level of said business own it. I agree. I hit sometimes they do. They overcharge. They overcharge.
Yeah. Yeah. A lot of them ain't been to business school. Yeah. Yeah.
I do believe like we should sort the needs of the people. And what I mean, like where you at, what troubles are you in? You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
What opportunities or skill sets do you have that can help the community?
For
And
sure.
from there, like help you get something. If I'm giving you money, I'm rather giving you into an educational space, starting a business space, something where, hey, E, here's 1,000.
Yeah.
Now flip this 1,000 and turn it into a 10,000 income. You know, like,
Yeah.
like instead of giving you one time money, but giving you opportunities. You know, like the teaching you instead of just giving you fish, teaching you how to fish. You know,
You gonna need that because you
Right.
and we. So let's start with where we agree. You come in and you find out what's going on, and what's
Right.
going on is there's some type of barrier
right,
that's stopping that person from going.
right,
And it's not always money. It's sometimes just the access to the money. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? There's sometimes where you can insert a conversation. Some of these people just need to be able to know a guy that knows a guy, if you will.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So,
Right.
and you know, maybe there's a fair shot at a bid. Imagine
Right.
trying to get a bid at the airport to drive the shuttle bus, and you're
Right.
getting beat out every 4 years.
right,
You
right,
lose
right.
the contract to somebody else. So
Right.
maybe you just need a shot. You know what I'm saying?
That's
So it's, but it's gonna come down. I'm telling you, like to some type of money. Something's gonna need to happen.
But
You
I
know.
think sometimes though, like there are a lot of minority bids. Like there are a lot of minority spaces, or they give preference to minorities because nowadays, you know, like they're trying to give, you know, the minority businesses more of a
Yeah.
shot.
Yeah.
I think it's being prepared for it though. Like a lot of times, you know, yes, they have the ability to shuttle for the airport, but the airport, I need you to have at least 5 buses.
Right.
You're at 2.
Right.
You know, and I
So-
get you saying with the money part.
Yeah. So he need the
So,
money.
you know, like, but now we have to prepare you to be able to bid for the airport. So that's one aspect.
Yeah.
But for me though, like, I think we need to come up with more enclosed opportunities inside the neighborhood, right? So
Okay.
you have the shuttle buses. Okay, how can you help the neighborhood with your shuttle buses? Not for free, but how can we create a fee system where people that need rides will come to you? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
I think it's creating creative opportunities. Like I said, like we try to get money outside and hey, dump it in. You know, you guys come in with your millions.
Yeah. If it ain't about the money.
Come on, one more time. Oh, right. Well, and I hear you, Rich, on that. You said, why don't brothers and sisters start their own bank and credit unions? Also teach how to create a proper bit. I think the second part, the creating the business plan, matters. I don't think we're locked out of the banking system like we used to. Like that's my personal. Like I feel like that you come in, they like I ain't gonna say all because I'm sure there's preference, but you know for the most part they see collateral, they see credit. It's a go. You know,
Yeah.
I think you know as far as starting a banking system, that's a little more complicated. I just believe that if we get more educated in how we build our communities, it'll be better. You know, like how can we build up our own infrastructure without the government help? You know, like I know that's creative, but how can at least we start or have a plan and then get the government funding to get half of it in? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
what can we do to build our community without gentrifying the community? I think that's the hardest part because unfortunately, the fortunate, unfortunate, you know, me and you, E, we start this thing, we have a building, we start bringing folks in. Hey, This is education. This is what you do. What do you like to do? How you do this? What skill sets you got?
Yeah.
Boom, boom, boom. All right. This is what you need to get started. You know, here's him. This is the money that you need to get started. This is your money that you need to get educated, like specifically into doing certain things. And yes, once the neighborhood starts growing, the value is gonna go up. You know, but at least we're raising it in a more controlled fashion where the people that live there, not only the property value is going up, their value is going up. So they can afford to stay in the space where the value is going up, you know, or even have the capital to buy into the neighborhood that's where the value is going up. So I think it's more of a slower process. You understand what I'm saying? And even if you get all the business owners, even the ones that don't look like us, that but are dealing locally, and ask them what they need.
Yeah,
like
that's the conversations. You got to have the conversations.
Yeah, you know, like what do you need to better your business? Like, yo, your parking lot is shot.
Yeah.
Like, I hate going there. Like, I bypass you because of those potholes in your parking lot. You know,
and what a lot of people stand in need of now, bro. Even with it as affordable and commonplace as it is, a lot of people need technology upgrades. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's a little mom and pop. They're not black, but it's a little mom and pop called Ann and Bill. A little breakfast spot, you know, like they, you know, them places that open at 6, close 2:30, got a little lunch in there. Man, they were booming. I'm talking about like 40-something years, like old white. And pandemic hit. I think they were shut down like 4 months, bro. They didn't do the Uber Eats. They couldn't keep up with the order online thing. They were like, it was a part of their vibe. It was part of their feel, but like they couldn't survive just on the technology piece. So that's happening everywhere. A lot of people just need technology, you know, like, you know, technical upgrades to, you know, stay afloat. So people are in need of different things, but like it seems like those opportunities, the barriers are still there. That's all I'm saying. We got some strong barriers that it don't seem like a lot of other communities have to deal with. But they're fixable. They're fixable. Yeah. I'm not making excuses, but we just need to we need help.
All right. What's up, Kaneem? Kaneem says, become a community leader with a financial focus to incorporate individuals in the community. Indeed. I think it's the pulling together, right? And, you know, I'm going to probably harp on this thing for a while, but, you know, like we have to get out of our selfish mindset. You know, we all want what we want for ourselves and our family, but we have to consider what we're doing to help the whole instead of just ourselves. You know, like I can do A, B, and C and get there fast, but if I can help others, it take me a little longer, but we can build this all together, if that makes sense.
You're talking us as the community, though.
As a community.
Oh, yeah.
You know, instead of being so, you know, like Sam likes to say, me and mine are gonna take care of us, you know.
Yeah.
Like you're saying, like with the airport, like I need to get in the airport, son. But I'm like, yo, what if we focus here? I know it's not a quick growth, but it's a longer term help for the community. Nah, man, me and mine need to get this in. You know, like I think it's that way of thinking that can change our communities. Like we've really become broader thinking instead of just thinking so enclosed with your family. And honestly, like just a quick tangent, like I feel like though we are the brothers of legacy, I've been really thinking about this word legacy, right? And I get everybody's trying to leave something, but I think we've got so focused on the legacy. Like, you know, you've been hearing your last name should mean something, you know? Yeah. So with that, it's like, I got to lead or head this up. Like Walker has to be in this name, you know? But E, you got this great idea. You like, I want to get in too. So should it be Walker and Terrell? You know, like, you know, it's like, when do we think about the bigger picture? You know, like my kids could say, yeah, they were all part of this organization, you know, to help build something for all of us, not just because I need my name on something.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Status. You feel we need more like successful examples?
Yeah, as a group.
Yes, but more as a group, not the individual.
Right.
All right.
Because, you know, because let's keep it real. Like sometimes I think in church, people get title hungry because they're not really getting the promotions at job. They're just not moving up in certain spaces. So the last space they know they can move up is like in church. So you get title hungry. You want this, you want to move up, you want, and I think, and it happens even in organizations, like they just title hungry. Sometimes it's not even doesn't even come with extra money. It's just title hungry, like just the status. I just want the status, and I think we become so hooked on the status that we don't think about the greater good or the bigger picture. Like just be in the army, just being this with us, you'll get, based on your work, but you don't have to have your name etched in the building. You know what I'm saying? And I think for legacy's sake, for even our own families, they'll compensate, they'll get theirs based on me putting in the work 10 years ago. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think we just need to work like the ants.
Yeah.
they have no head, they have no leader, but they know the plan. They know this is what we do. We build an anthill, they knock it down, we build it back up.
Yeah.
So I think if we get more focused on what the goal is, right? Title hungry church, right? Title hungry. Yeah. And I've been at way too many churches. You see it over and over again. And you're like, you're not even there's no check. There's no check with this.
No, they don't know that.
You had deacon, you realize there's no check with that. Right? You get no parking space, there's no 401k with this.
Bro, let me tell you what's wrong with you church folk. So the only reason y'all act like that is because that's the biggest thing that some have going on. Imagine, man, with no disrespect, being a peon at the job,
right?
Then you come to the church and everybody clap as soon as you walk through the door. It's gonna be like, no, this is where I'm gonna stay. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna rock with this. They clapping over here, and make you feel good. Make you feel good, and that's why nobody can sit in your seat. Right. And that's why they better get out of your parking spot, because if you start taking this from me, I know I ain't getting it over there. Right. You know what I'm saying? So they do get crazy. You know what I'm saying? They do get title hungry or whatever. But it's the same thing in the hood, man. When there's lack in opportunity, right, people get desperate. Yeah. People get territorial. You know what I'm saying? Crazy things happen. But when you confident and sure that this opportunity coming or everybody, you know what I'm saying, stuff like that happening. Right. When you that confident, then you act different. But when people don't know where the next opportunity is coming from, it changes. Right.
Yeah, definitely.
Hey, bro, we should look up, bro. They say DC is like the number one area where blacks prosper the most. Really? I'm curious what I think it's all the government jobs, but they, I'm pretty sure. I don't know. It'd be worth looking up to see what's making that bang so much.
Okay, I'm gonna look into that.
They like the top. They like number one out of the top 10.
Really? I thought Atlanta was. We ain't the number one.
Nah, we be repping in Atlanta now, but they getting it over there. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Right. So I think if we can get out of our own space, our own head, as far as just being so enclosed and selfish, and selfish in an essence where, because you don't feel like you're selfish if you're taking care of your family. Like, I'm just taking care of my family. Yeah, it's about us.
Sounds good.
Was it us forward, no more. So it's so you don't feel selfish, but you gotta look outside your window. You gotta look outside of what's happening.
Atlanta number 2, bro.
Oh, we number 2. Okay. See, look at that.
It goes DC, Atlanta, Texas, okay, Baltimore, North Carolina at 5, South Carolina at 6. Then we back to Houston.
Okay.
Houston and San Antonio are tied, but I mean, it's just Texas though.
Right.
So like pretty much it's like 4 states.
That's it. That's where we rocking, guys.
4 states make up the top 10, baby.
You got 4 places to go. 4.
Figure it out. Oh man.
Raro said there's a history to that and a lot that goes back to our servitude and captivity in this country. Yeah, I get it. We gotta let that go. I mean, I'm listen, this is Mr. Reparations over here. But some of the mental aspects, we either gotta get some therapy, we gotta learn to let that go, we gotta learn to deal with it. I mean, I get it. It's happened. I ain't denying it. You know, like I said, we still got that reparations coming. But yeah, I hear you. We can't, but you gotta stop leaning on that. I think, like, even when you face a certain trauma, even in relationships, you know something has happened and you struggle. You know what it is. You gotta learn either to get help for it, deal with it, like, but you can't have it hinder you. You know, so we gotta find a way to work past it. Because I get it. There are reasons, but we can't. Sometimes I hate hearing it because it's like, here, I don't want anybody to get hung up on. You know, like, this could be. I was like, I get it, but you know the problem. You know you got shot in the leg. You go to the hospital. Like, you get it patched up. You deal with it. You know it's painful, but guess what? You keep moving. You keep moving. You know, and that. So we need to come back and find a way to work together and get out of our selfishness, our way of just, I need to lead and be the head. Some folks don't need to lead. They can be second or third because they're better in a specific space, not the overall masses, you know.
Yeah.
And you need to do a self-evaluation. You know you're great at this spot right here.
Yeah.
Like, I'll follow Elder Terrell for the whole leadership, but he know that I'm nice right here, and he's gonna have my space. That's your space right there.
Yeah.
You know,
and folk got to understand that. But like, there's not a lot of glitz and glamour behind the scenes, and people got to be real about it, like what they seeking. And look, don't be just tied to one thing.
Right.
Maybe AD runs this thing, and I'm just the background piece. Like, bro, I'm here to do, like you say, I do this thing.
Right.
I can go get another thing. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, and then when we do, you know, that particular day, that's the thing where I want to shine. I want this whole thing to look like my influence. I want, you know what I'm saying? But like, the need to be the man in everything.
Everything.
Is
everything.
It's something serious.
Yeah. And let's see. They said, man, I'm a beast behind the scenes. Indeed. Yes, indeed. Yes, she is.
Yeah,
yes,
but you comfortable there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And you know it. So you know, you ain't running to try to get out your role. You feel me?
Right. Indeed. So if anything you can take today, if we can just, I think that's the crux of building our community. If we can get out of our own way, right? Yeah. And think more community minded, right? And do things that are less selfish, right? Like, if you know parking is hard in an area, don't park where it's harder for everybody else to park. You know, like,
all things.
Think about everybody. Okay, I can't park here because it makes it difficult to get back and forth. Yeah. Let me pull here. Yeah. Where people can get around me. Yeah, I gotta walk a little further, but at least it keeps the flow of the parking lot. You know, like I said, it's the little things. Yeah. Little things. You know, little things. You know it's gonna take a while to get out. Don't lay on the horn. You know it's slow getting out of here. Yeah. Like, and then you zoom around, you just gonna make it worse. It's the little things. It's the little things. So just a little info right there. Just, I think we need, if we can shift out of that the selfish mindset, we can grow as a people. We can grow as a people. And listen, side note, I'm not saying just black people are selfish. A lot of everybody, every group has the level of
selfishness helps nobody.
Right. So yes, indeed. Multi-story parking lots is the answer. Y'all, listen, Atlanta's full of parking lots, paid parking everywhere, you know. So
and if you and this goes for any organization that you're a part of. This goes for your family. This goes for anything. This goes for any group. Right. If you go get educated, if you get better, if you get certified, if you get accredited, if you get whatever, right, then your circle just got better.
Right.
So if AD goes and gets a audio degree from MIT or something, then the whole show just got better because of that one person. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So when we send our people off to Harvard and Stanford and all these places, or whatever school, whoever.
Spelman,
fam,
Morehouse.
Thank you, bro. You feel me? Tuskegee, you know what I'm saying? When we send our people off these places, then we just got better.
Yes.
Which is, once again, and I'm not trying to lock you into living in the hood. You don't. It'd be appreciated, but I'm just saying it's not a requirement by far.
Right.
I'm talking when I say come back to the hood, I mean bring your gifts, your skills,
Yes.
the things that you got, bring that
Right.
back here. You know what I'm saying? Because I know you out there surviving on stuff you learned from them. So, you know, bring that back and impact the community. Because literally, like if you got a church, you got a house, and one person gets like they know how what do you call the thing when they can do the certifying people, like the
Oh, you're talking about
the notary.
notaries.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now the whole house has a notary because
Right.
one person wouldn't got it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
Right.
so just we can get better as a group individually, if that
Right.
makes sense.
No, you could, right,
Okay.
because each of us build up, but we kind of stick together to build. You know, so like if you have a degree or no specific knowledge about stuff, I come to you like, hey, this is what I'm trying to do. Okay, this is what you do. Boom, 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 boom. Instead of me trying to go to YouTube University, I got somebody certified right at my fingertips. You know, so it's those things, and you know that's how we become better. We just gotta think outside ourselves. That's it. That's all. All right. So listen, tomorrow I might be doing something different. I got to see if he's available. Have a fatherhood conversation. I appreciate you guys rocking. Mr. E had to go. Appreciate you guys for rocking and hanging with us. Listen, this has been a great conversation. Make sure you share, tag somebody to be a part of this because we are changing our community one conversation at a time. Brothers of Legacy is working on some things to be in communities directly. So definitely stay apart. She's right. There you go. Boom. He said, I'm a certified signing agent, a notary signing agent. Your group just got better. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. My wife is a notary as well. So look at that. Notarizing anytime. All right. So we look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow. Same time, same channel. Make sure you're a part. Listen, just as a quick programming note, let's see, change that. The House Hustling Club meeting has been changed. A little scheduling conflict Mr. Kaneem has going on. So it'll be next week, Thursday. I think that's the 18th. Next week, Thursday, same time at 7 p.m. So sorry for any inconvenience. Yes, it is canceled. So it'll be next Thursday, same time, 7 p.m. So make sure you check it out. Thank you, Mama Corey. I appreciate you for always being here and rocking and hanging with us. He said, I love that clean. I like you. Got a fan in Richard. You got a fan. You got a solid fan. With Richard like you, that's solid. All right. So we look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow. Be blessed. Continue to stay safe. Keep your 6 feet. And we'll see you in the AM. I see you, E. We'll talk after. As always, we love you. Know that God loves you more. Stay safe. Thank you guys for rocking, hanging, being with us. Sharing is caring. All of my replay peoples that watch in the background.